Welcome to the Heart of Bastrop Talk Show. I'm TJ Johnson Finn. I'm the director of the Bastrop County Business Owners Association. And normally in this chair would be Mayor Connie Schrader, but today I have a special co-host. This is Michelle Smith. And Michelle, it's going to be a great show today. We have Mike with Evergreen Farms.
Right.
And then we also have April with the Smithville Chamber of It's going to be
a hoot.
She's a hoot. April's going to tell us about all the cool things that is going on in Christmas in Smithville, Texas. So you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're here with Mike Walterscheidt, and Mike is with Evergreen Farms. Thank you so much for being our guest.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here.
Great. Tell our audience all about Evergreen Farms and what you guys have going on out there.
Well, Evergreen Farms is located in Elgin, Texas. It's just south of town a little bit. It's on Monkey Road, so it's not hard to forget where it's at. And we have primarily a choose and cut farm, but we also bring in trees.
That's wonderful. And I know that in the fall you have, what do you call it, the pumpkin?
We have a pumpkin hunt.
Pumpkin hunt, but now it's time for Christmas.
Correct.
So I understand that not only could they come and choose a cut tree, but then they can come out and cut their own trees, correct?
That's right. We have Virginia pine primarily that we grow, a few Leyland cypress, and we put people on a large wagon we have. We take them out to the field. We give them a saw. They take the saw and cut their tree, and we load it up and bring it back.
Wow.
And we're kind of limited on the species we can grow here, so we bring in pre-cut trees, we call them. And those are fir trees. We get them both from North Carolina and from the state of Washington.
Wow, so they can actually choose. That sounds like fun. That's a family. I would think a lot of families come out as a family unit, right?
That's right. And over the last couple of years, it's been multi-generational family units have been coming out.
Wow.
Maybe 3, sometimes even 4 generations. And
That's
so bringing the
amazing.
whole family out.
Well, because that would be something exciting. You get to take the wagon ride out to the field and then choose and cut your own tree. I know for years that was a tradition right before there were trees in the stores. So.
Yes, I even remember doing something like that when I was younger with Mom. We would always go out and cut our own tree.
Right. So when I was a teenager, we lived in Brenham, and our trees were very sparse. You know what I mean? So we would go to, I don't even, it's been so many years ago. Well, not that young since I was a teenager, but we used to go to this little tree farm there and cut our own tree. And that's a fun thing for kids that have never, experienced that. I'm sure you have a lot of kids that come out, right?
We have a lot of kids, and we have a few other activities. We have a playground so the kids can play, a playscape, and another different type of slide. And another thing we do that not a lot of the farms do is we have complimentary marshmallows for a roast. So they can roast their own marshmallows, and that many, especially the kids, this is their first experience at that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a family affair.
Absolutely. My grandson, who lives with me and my husband, for the first time roasted marshmallows on our ranch out in Rock Springs. And he was freaked out. He was like, "What? It goes in the fire?" I mean, that's an experience.
Yeah.
And if you're not the outdoors type like that, your kids may never get that experience. But now you can go to the Christmas tree farm and that's a really exciting thing for kids in this area.
Now, so after they cut down their tree and you get it back, do they have to have a lot of manpower and load it up themselves, or is that something you help with?
Well, we have a lot of high school kids that work for us. We'll have a workforce of maybe 10, sometimes 12 people working. So we have a lot of people working. And when they bring their tree back on the wagon, what we call process the tree. And it amounts to getting a tree off the wagon farm. We put it on a machine. It's called a shaker. And then it kind of vibrates, and it takes any loose needles or anything that's in it, any debris, and drops it out.
Nice.
Yeah, it adds a lot to it, so you don't have any of the loose needle problems when you get home with it. And then we also bale a tree, put netting around it. So instead of a tree that may be 3 feet, 4 feet diameter, it's something that's 18 to 20 inches, 24 inches in diameter. So you can get it into the house real easily, get it on their car. If people need help, we'll tie it on the car, but generally most people tie their own tree on the car or put it in their trunk and tie the trunk down.
Well, who knew so much went into getting a Christmas tree? I would have never thought of shaking the leaves, to get the pine needles off. I never would have thought about netting the tree. That's a great idea. That makes just
Definitely not something we did when I was young.
No.
right.
Probably
No, we
not.
just made the mess, and then somebody else dealt with it. But I love that. And so, when are you guys? What date do you open, or when are you guys available for people to start getting their Christmas trees?
We open the Friday after Thanksgiving. And that first Friday and Saturday, we were open from 10 to 5:30, Sunday from 1 to 5. And then during the week, we're open from 1 to 5. So we also have sell trees during the week. We have, of course, a much smaller workforce, and we don't have the amenities like the marshmallow roast. And we also have a concession stand, sausage wraps and all those things. But not during the week. We limit it just to Cokes or something during the week. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say that, my wife has a fairly large gift shop too.
Oh,
Nice.
We
so
have,
you've got to plug the wife.
yeah.
So even if you're not ready to buy the Christmas tree, you can come go to the gift shop on the weekend, and she's open on the weekend, right? The
Right.
gift shop, and go out, take a look, and get ready, and then come back and bring the whole family. But ladies, gift shop, and you had me at the sausage wrap.
Yeah.
He had me at
Have it all.
Shop.
Gotta have sausage. And if you come to Elgin, you gotta have sausage. So
Absolutely.
That's why we do it. And we just try to provide an experience for everybody.
And that's it. It's amazing how here in Bastrop County, we have just everything. I mean, why would you
Yeah.
ever leave Bastrop County? You have everything you need right here at your
That's for sure.
fingertips. So, what would you suggest for people for their Christmas tree? How long out is it okay to get a Christmas tree?
Well, the ones that cut themselves and the pre-cut should they will last. They'll last through the 1st of January without any problem at all, so long as they keep water on it. That's the key.
Right.
You got to keep them watered. You got to have a stand that holds some water, and keep the water on it.
And that's a safety thing too, right? So
It
you want to
is.
keep
It
it
is.
from those pine needles from drying out and catching fire. Thank God we don't use. Do you remember the old bulbs that were so hot? when we
Oh, my
touched
Yeah,
them?
they don't have those in. Don't have those
Thank
anymore.
God we don't use those anymore. But yeah, keeping it fresh. So you just water it every day. That's
Right.
great advice.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they'll drink a half gallon of water a day when they're for the
Wow.
first couple of weeks at least, but it's a key to keep it going. And another thing we do have, a product we need to mention too, is our wreaths. We make our
Oh,
own
wow.
wreaths, and
Oh, wow.
in fact, as a matter of fact, while we're sitting here doing the interview, my wife is home making wreaths right now.
Nice. I love Christmas wreaths.
Okay,
That's-
I got to go shopping and go see her.
We need to go. We need to talk.
After shopping,
love
it's
it.
wreaths.
It's wreaths, yeah. That's amazing. And so, so you can get Christmas wreath dyes. You can get your Christmas tree. You can go shopping. You can get sausage wraps on a weekend. I mean, this is a must go. And so, tell me, how long did you say you had been in here? How long has Evergreen Farms been here?
Evergreen Farms in Elgin been there about 25 years, and
Wow.
we operated one over in Bryan College Station area for about 10 years before that too. So we've been growing and selling Christmas trees for about 35 years.
So you really know, this guy knows what he's doing, guys. You've been doing it that long. You know what he's doing. Tell us the address that in Elgin.
Okay, it's 242 Monkey Road.
242 Monkey
And
Road.
it's
And is there a web address that they can go to? Do you have a website?
Yes, it's evergreen-farms.com.
Perfect. And you guys, you can find out more information. And I have to say this. I've had both fake trees and real trees, and there's nothing like that. And you can't fake it. No matter how much scent you spray in your house, there's nothing like having a fresh tree.
pine,
Yeah, it
pine
just
smell.
smells so good. So you don't want to miss this year. And thank you so much for being our guest. We really appreciate it. And
Thank
we're
you.
going to get our tree right, Michelle, and shopping.
That's right.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and as I tell everybody when they leave the farm, Merry Christmas. So.
Merry Christmas, to you.
Christmas.
here with April Daniels, and April is the executive director of the Smithville Chamber of Commerce, and we're really excited that you came to talk with us today.
I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for asking.
So we can't wait to hear what Smithville has in store for the holidays, because I know you guys have a lot of events. So just tell us everything. We want to know everything.
Well, so we do lots of fun things, as you said, for the holidays. We kick off our fall holiday with our big Halloween spooktacular, which just happened on the 31st, and lots of people come down and get candy and have a good time. That's followed by airing of the quilts, which we just had this last weekend in the Garden Club home tour. This coming Saturday, we're putting out the gingerbread men.
Oh,
Yes, we put out 130 life-size gingerbread men all over downtown. We're also putting up all of our beautiful downtown lights. We're going to be wrapping trees and putting up gorgeous lights. So come out and drive up and down our central business district, our downtown Main Street area, and see all the beautiful lights. All of this leads up to, of course, the jewel in the crown of our holiday events, which is our big Festival of Lights, daytime fun fest, and then in the evening we have our big lighted parade.
nice. And this is your what, 30?
So this is our 30th annual
Wow.
Festival of Lights. Before that, it was called it had a different name. So it's been Festival of Lights and Lighted Parade now for 30 years this year. And it's also, by the way, the 15th birthday of Smitty the Giant Gingerbread Man.
Oh, wow.
I've read all about Smitty, so I know all about
Can't
it.
eat gingerbread, though, for his birthday.
No, unfortunately not.
So we're going to have a lot of fun events this year. This year we've added in a cornhole tournament.
I read about
and
that.
we thought all our local high school made us a bunch of boards. So we have 20 boards.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to do both a youth tournament for the kids of all ages can come and play, and then an adult tournament as well. We have a great big indoor market at the rec center, which will be full of vendors. And outside down on Main Street, we have the cornhole tournament. We have a big kids fest area, live music all day, a food area, a food court,
Food,
and of
champion
course
food.
lots of outdoor vendors as well. So
That's
it's gonna
great.
be, yeah.
So if you want to participate in the cornhole tournament, how can people do that?
Just go to our website, smithvilletx.org, or you can, of course, call us at the Smithville Chamber of Commerce. We're the ones that put on this event at 512-237-2313, or just come by, send a
drop
carrier
on in.
pigeon, whatever you want to do. Come on by and let us know. It's really easy.
I love it. I love it. So, Smithville, and I know everybody knows, everybody's seen Hope Floats. Everybody knows how amazing Smithville is. It always amazes me how, even though our area in Bastrop County has grown so quickly, Smithville maintains that small town feel, that friendly people. You just feel like you go there and you just feel, even if you're not from there, you feel at home. I know I always do, and I've heard so many people say that, and I know most of our viewers know that I'm the general manager of the Hampton Inn Suites here, and a lot of people come down here just to go to Smithville. They don't have any certain plans. Just like, I want to see Smithville, and it's a big thing. And you guys are always filming.
Yes.
Big filming
Yes.
area.
So we are, in fact, the first film-friendly town in Texas, as
Wow.
designated by the by the Texas Film Commission.
Nice.
In fact, I was just scouting a film this morning with some folks that were coming to look at businesses downtown. We have had movies come and they have taken over multiple buildings in our downtown area. We have a wonderful film tour that I certainly encourage people to come. We give at no charge, just come on down and we'll do a guided tour for you and take you around and show you where Brad Pitt stood on Main Street and the whole thing.
His Tree of Life.
Tree of Life.
Yeah, life was there.
Or where
amazing.
Sandra Bullock was standing when, so it's that's a big part of the reason that people come to visit Smithville. And we have a little train that rides around town and people can get in there and go do the historic tour. So it's a lot of fun.
Speaking of the little train, so when you guys did the Texas Photography Fest, I taught a class and we actually went and shot the house that Sandra Bullock's mother, the character, but mother lived in Hope Floats, and people loved that. They took the little train and the mural, the amazing mural that you have in the post office. I mean, people don't realize how much is really down there. And I know there's probably some local people who haven't, we've got a lot of new people moving to the communities and go to Smithville, go, enjoy this Christmas all these amazing things that you have going on for Christmas, but really explore the town. There's so much to explore. You have parks, you have great fishing down there.
Yes, we do. In fact,
Yeah.
Smithville has 11 parks.
Yes.
One of which is Riverbend Park, which is a very large
Good
park.
fishing spot.
Yeah, you can go fishing.
It's a very good fishing spot.
Don't tell everybody about my fishing spot, guys.
What I would certainly encourage folks, Smithville is a cultural district. We have lots of beautiful murals and all kinds of gorgeous public art. We have more than 50 new businesses who have opened their doors in Smithville in the last 2 years. And we've built a brand new visitor center downtown, and I encourage people to come and see our
Yes.
beautiful brand new visitor center. Come down and let us give you a tour. You're right. I've lived in Smithville about 16 years, and I have been embraced by the community. I love it there. It's a lovely place. We're golf cart friendly. We're just a kind of an oasis in the middle of on the end of Bastrop County.
Right. Well, I have a question about that. Well, you may not know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway. I always hear everybody talking about how golf cart friendly you guys are. So if somebody's traveling and they have their golf cart with them, they can park somewhere and ride their golf cart around town.
They can. They would need to go to the police department, which is of course open 24 hours a day,
Right.
and get a little day pass. They hang it on their golf cart and they can ride around all day long.
Perfect.
We have lovely the Smithville STX Golf Cart Club does wonderful events throughout the year where they raise funds for all sorts of different nonprofit things, and people just ride. I have a golf cart. I commute. It's my work vehicle, right? I commute to work almost every day, and it's a lovely lifestyle. Many people say it's like living in a Norman Rockwell painting, and I would absolutely agree with that.
I would agree. I would have to agree with that. That's what it feels like when
Yeah.
that sense of home when you're at Smithville.
And those of us that are motorcycle enthusiasts, such as myself and my
It's a
husband,
beautiful
we have
drive.
taken several rides just on the motorcycles, just out in the countryside, coming into the downtown area, stopping to have a nice, wonderful meal, and then having a drink at one of the local bars. So, and everybody that we talk to when we go is just so friendly and
Yes,
so welcoming.
yes.
And so whenever I have guests here at the hotel come and ask me, hey, where are some of the favorites in Smithville? I'm right up there telling them
Because
all
you know
my little
it.
areas.
Well, there
We
you
all
go.
have our
You need to be an
favorite
ambassador
spots.
for us. You already are being.
Absolutely, be an ambassador. Funny enough, the first time I ever saw Smithville was on the back of a motorcycle because my husband took me for a ride out there, and I was like, I love it, I love it.
It's just
It is
so
beautiful.
peaceful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like all the stresses that you have just kind of melts away as soon as you start getting into that
Oh, yeah.
countryside. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, nothing like it.
Well, thank you. That's very nice.
Yeah, and people, from the Austin area, you have this right here, at your fingertips. You can, 25, 30 minutes outside of Austin. And
Smithville is 35 minutes from
35
the airport.
Well, there you go.
So
35
it's easy to
minutes
get to us.
from an international airport, and you feel like you just, off the grid when you
Yes,
get there.
yes.
And now
But it's a great day trip. Yeah. And
Day trip it.
Yeah, day trip.
Definitely make an entire day of it. I know that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're going to go. Well, you were talking about the wine tour. We're going to
Yeah, tell us about the wine.
Yeah.
So yes, we are having a wine stroll on December 11th from 2 to 6. Come to downtown Smithville. You get a beautiful wine glass, one of those stemless wine glasses. And there are 20 locations. All of them have wine for you to taste. Many of them also have tapas and other tasty things to have. So it's only $25. Come and have
Wow.
a yeah.
That is
That's
a
amazing.
wonder.
It's
Oh,
a deal.
okay, TJ. I don't know about you, but I think I know what I'm doing in 3 weeks from now.
I think I know what I'm doing too. I might need a ride home in your golf cart.
No
Yes.
Thank you so much
Of
for
course.
coming out. And guys, don't miss out on this. So tell us one more time the website address where people can go to find out more about all these events.
Sure. So we have 2 websites. The first one I'll say is visitsmithville.org. That's our tourism site that tells you all of the great fun things to do in and around our area. And then our Chamber of Commerce site is smithvilletx.org, where you can find out all about all our different fun events that are going on.
Yay. Well, thank you, April. Thank you so much. And we'll be seeing you down there for some cornhole and then again for the little
Yeah,
wine.
and some
tasting.
wine.
Yes, and some wine.
Thank you.
Thank you.